evening. This is just in. There have been reports of lightning strikes in and around Treetops Raceway Park. Oh, it's just the Lightning Strikes Twice tournament. Get ready. This is an all-electric vehicle diecast racing tournament presented to you by Treetops Raceway Park. Stay tuned for some intense racing action. Good morning and welcome back to Treetops Raceway Park, home of the crossover. As you can see, getting ready again today for heats 5 and 6. Wanted to give an update on Hades. He was checked over and released from the hospital, so you will definitely see him back at the track. And now we will go through and introduce these first 4 drivers for heat number 5. First off, you have Lily the dog from Lily's Boneyard, and she'll be driving the Nissan Leaf Nismo at 57.3 grams. Then we have Coots from Bent Rod Racing in a Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400 at 58.1 grams. Then we have Prebird from Commotion Diecast in a Tesla Roadster right at 60 grams. And last but not least, we have Static from Road Rage Racing in a Chevy Volt at 59.8 grams. Looks like that had a little upgrade to the motor. And now Heat 5, Race 1. We have Coots and Lily in the front row, Prebird and Static in the back row, and they're off. And it looks like Lily got the whole shot. And it looks like Prebird's got everybody stacked up back there. Lily's going to take off and lead into the final corner. And here comes Lily down to the finish line for the win. And it looks like Coots and Prebird continue the beating and banging all the way down to one of the last straights right before the second to last turn. Looks like Static got pushed off into the curve up there by the Lane Automotive sign. We'll see if Larry can't get him out of there. And then we have Prebird and Coots stuck down. We'll have to get their cars back to the garage area and see if we can't get those taken care of. First race, and we've already got 3 tow trucks out. Hope it's not a sign of things to come. And here we go. Right there you get the pile up where Prebird got sideways. They did end up getting going again somehow. And then you'll see them come down through here. Just barely moving, and Prebird gets a little sideways coming out of that turn. And completely crosses up. Looks like he's going to get going again, and Coots comes in and smacks him, and they end up losing all momentum and get stuck right down going into the second to the last turn. So with that, Lily gets a 9.893, which that will be good to jump on to the track record board. And Lily will move to number 8. Congratulations, Lily. And that gives Lily 5 points. And Coots, Prebird, and Static with a DNF, so they will have 0. And now Heat 5, Race 2. We have Lily and Prebird in the front row, Coots and Static in the back row. And they're off. It looks like Prebird's going to get the whole shot. Static, nice pass on the inside. Oh no, Static flips over. Prebird and Lily the dog. Lily's pushing him. They go into the last turn, 1 and 2. Lily's going for the oh, not enough room. Prebird gets the win. Lily takes second. And here comes Coots. Oh no! He slid out back there, and he is not going to make it to the finish line. So we have a double DNF with Coots running out of battery. And Static trying to drive with the wheels in the air. Make sure he's okay there. Two races, and Larry's been called twice. Here they go. It looks like Static's he just goes into that corner just a little low, and Prebird's not giving him an inch, and he goes over. And right here, Lily comes down and taps Prebird. Prebird does a 10.696. With that win, that will not be on the leaderboard, but he will get the 5 points, and Lily will get 3. So Lily is 8, Prebird 5. The other drivers have 0. So heat 5, race 3. We have Prebird and Static in the front row, and Lily and Coots in the back row, and they're off. And it looks like Static's going to get the whole shot, followed by Prebird and Lily in tow. Static's going to pull away a little bit here. Oh, he's pulling away a lot. He's going to lead him into the final turn. He's going to come out and take the win, followed by Prebird and Lily the dog. And here comes Coots. He just made it across the finish line. Static gets a 10.517 track time. He'll get the 5 points for the win. Prebird 3 for second, Lily 2 for third, and Coots 1 for last place. This is the final heat, or final race of heat 5. You have Static and Coots in the front row, Prebird and Lily in the back, and they're off. And it looks like Static is gonna pull the whole shot, followed by Prebird again. Coots is holding up Lily back there. Static is going to lead him into the final turn. And Prebird is going to take second. No, we got another double DNF. Coots got sideways and held up Lily. Larry's back out there again. Here you go, you can see where Prebird got around both Coots and Lily coming out of that turn. And a 10.247 for Static. So that gives 5 for Static and 3 for Prebird. So we have Prebird moving on and a tie for second. So Lily the dog and Static both having 10. We will now move into sudden death. Here's Lily and Static. First one to win 2 races will move on. Heat 5, tie break, race 1. You have Static on the inside, Lily on the outside, and that's due to Static winning 2 races. Lily had the lead, but Static got by him. And it looks like Static is just going to take off and walk away, but no, Lily's making a push. Oh, Static spins. Lily's making a run, but no, not enough room. Static will take the win. Right there, Static had that momentum coming out of that turn from the high line. But Lily was making a push there at the end, just couldn't make it. 11.894 for Static. And that'll be win 1. Now we have Heat 5 tiebreak race 2. They'll switch sides. They have Lily on the inside, Static on the outside. And they're off. Looks like Static's got the whole shot. Followed by Lily. Lily is, oh, if Lily's there, Lily's there. Oh no, Lily just flipped over and Static also ran out of juice. We have a double DNF, so we will rerun that race as is. So Heat 5 tiebreak race 2A. Lily on the inside again, Static on the outside. And they're off. Looks like Lily, oh, Static ended up getting the whole shot. Lily's trying to catch back up. There's Lily got a big burst of speed, went right by Static. Oh, Static got back by. Now Lily's pushing. Static spins out and Lily gets by for the win. Lead changed 3 times in that race. You see Lily get a burst of speed coming out of that turn, gets by Static, comes out of that, gets a little sideways, gets tapped, Static gets by her, and then he spins and gets hung up on the rail, and Lily gets by again. Here we have the replay of Lily creeping across the finish line. With an 11.808. So now we're tied at 1 apiece. Static will move back to the inside due to the faster lap. We have Heat 5 tiebreak race 3. And they're off. Lily had the whole shot. Static gets by on the outside. Static is gonna, Lily's fighting. She's coming back. Here she comes. She tried to get up underneath him and just couldn't. And it looks like Static is gonna take this one home. Right there, Static got by Lily. And Lily pushes right there again where she caught him the last time. And gets into him coming out of that turn. And then he starts to pull away. And we'll take the win and go up 2-1. So the 10.509 lap. So Static will be moving on to the second round. So Pre-Bird and Static will be the 2 cars from Heat 5. And now for Heat 6, Cash Money from Cash Money Boys in a Mustang Mach-E at 59.7 grams. And then we have Grumpy Cloud from Grumpy Cloud Racing. He'll be in a Tesla Model X at 58.7 grams. Then you have Gridline from Neon Outsiders Racing in an Audi RS e-tron GT at 58.1 grams. And finally, we will have KC from Blue Line Racing in a Tesla truck at 60 grams. And now for Heat 6, Race 1. You'll have Grumpy Cloud and Cash Money on the front row, Gridline and KC on the back, and they're off. And it looks like Grumpy Cloud got the whole shot. No, KC got by him on the inside. And KC is leaving the group. KC will lead him into the final turn. He comes out of the final turn, gets squirrely, he hits the wall. He's over. He's over on his rough. Cash Money comes in and gives him a hit at the end. And Gridline spins out coming out of the final turn. We have a rollover up top with Grumpy Cloud. And a rollover down. The fire truck and ambulance are tending to KC. And Larry's down there as well. And they're tending to Grumpy Cloud up in the turn there. Here's what happens. Oh, KC pushed Grumpy Cloud into the wall. He gets up on the rail and flips over, and then KC comes out, gets sideways, and just hits the rail too hard and gets over on his roof. And then Cash Money comes in and gives him a tap for fun. We have a 10.719 from KC. So KC will get the 5 points, finishing on his roof. And Cash Money will have 3. Grumpy Cloud and Gridline will have 0 for their DNFs. Now we have Heat 6, Race 2. You have Cash Money and Gridline on the front row, KC and Grumpy in the back row. And they're off, and you're gonna see Cash Money got the whole shot. He's followed closely by KC. KC was bumping him. Looks like KC lost it there. Now we have Grumpy pushing. And here comes Gridline. So that went Cash Money, Grumpy Cloud, and Gridline. And KC rolled over. They're coming out of the final turn. We have rescue crews up there. We had to give Larry a break. Right here you see KC got out. Look at Gridline got sideways, back, that we lost off camera. Cash Money got sideways, KC hit him and just got off the track and rolled it over. An 11.072 for Cash Money. So Cash Money will get 5, Grumpy Cloud with 3, Gridline with 2, and KC will have 0 for the DNF. So now we have Heat 6, Race 3. We have Gridline and KC in the front row, Cash Money and Grumpy Cloud in the back row. And they're off. KC is going to take off with the whole shot, followed by Grumpy Cloud. KC's not even framed. KC just rolls over. Grumpy Cloud gets around him, Gridline gets around him, and Cash Money hits him square and gets stuck behind him. So Grumpy Cloud wins that with Gridline in tow, and we have a double DNF with KC being on his roof again and holding up Cash Money. Got to give a shout out to these rescue crews. Right here you see KC's already on his side there, and everybody gets around him except for except for Cash Money. And a 10.677 for that lap. Will not get up on the leaderboard. So now with those scores, with Grumpy Cloud getting 5 and Gridline with 3, we have Cash Money and Grumpy Cloud tied at 8, and Gridline and KC tied at 5. Heat Race 6, Race 4. We have KC and Grumpy Cloud in the front row, Gridline and Cash Money in the back row, and they're off. And KC is going to pull the whole shot. Grumpy Cloud, oh, it's already crashed. And it looks like he hit something in the track and just flipped over, and everybody is pushing him down. Gridline was almost off the track. We have full restart here, guys. Same order. Let's see if KC can keep his wheels on the track today. He comes out with a whole shot, followed again by Grumpy Cloud, then Cash Money, and he's over on his roof again. And Cash Money gets through thanks to Gridline, and he will go into the last turn and come out, and he will take the win. And we have KC on his roof again, holding up Grumpy Cloud. And Static is off the track there. Once again, we have the rescue crews out there trying to take care of everything, clean up the track. But you can see KC come out of that turn and just rolled over due to his exit angle. Everybody was stopped up, and Gridline come in and hit Cash Money and able to push him by. We have 11.996 lap for Cash Money. So with those scores, Cash Money has 13, Grumpy Cloud has 8, and Gridline and KC were tied with 5. So Cash Money and Grumpy Cloud will be moving on to the second round. Congratulations to Prebird, Static, Cash Money, and Grumpy Cloud. They will be moving on to the second round. Thanks everybody else for participating. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this broadcast. And we will see you next Saturday. As always, thanks for watching.